got a 1,000-yard back in Jalen Richard to his right to start the Conference USA Championship game from his own 20-yard line to throw on first down. Miscommunication. Richard in motion on third down. Mullens over the middle. High throw, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Leston. Well, not only does WKU get a
defense, going to see a lot of zone coverage. Try to keep everything in front of him, and you could see Nick right underneath that throw. I think Mullens sees him just out of the corner of his eye. And anytime you are late and high.
1,000 yards rushing this season to go along with Richard's 1,000 yards. Mullens under pressure, and he goes down. Team back to the 42.
And that's Big Boy's first sack of the season. In fact, the leading sacker for Western Kentucky is the middle linebacker, Holt, with just 4. So the
Mullens shoots one up the seam, high and incomplete. Only a 3-man rush. And a check down and a drop to Ito.
And this was going to be a first down. This was the matchup where my eyes are going to be, because this is advantage Southern Miss. Anytime they can get their running backs on.
3rd down and 8 midway through the first quarter. Nick Mullens sets up the screen. Mike Thomas breaks a tackle, and he's got the first down.
Together, you know this is my least favorite play in football. That I think I even said to you yesterday, how many times does this little tunnel screen ever work? But when you actually catch that deep
conversion. Mullens, he's looking for Thomas down the sideline, drops it in perfectly. And it's 61-yard kickoff return by Western Kentucky. A turnover, 2nd down and 8. Easy pitch and catch with Ito Smith, and he's got a first down and more.
But based here in the first 10 minutes of play, I think he's spot on.
Mullens checks it down, dropped. That's the 2nd drop by Ito. USA, number 16 in FBS in 3rd down conversions. Mullens under pressure. That's short of the first down, as Jalen Richard's going to have to make guys miss. Lost the football. Play action for Mullens. Avoids the sack and extends the play. No one out there to throw it to, so he's going to tuck it under and slide.
Not as a freshman.
Mullens to the sideline. That is hauled in. Mike Mullens under pressure and sacked again for the 2nd time. Reeves gets a big loss.
Yeah, 4 sacks a season ago, but this has been a challenge spot for this crew. Just 22 sacks on the entire season.
And he's wide open. Takes a hit out of bounds at the in the win over Louisiana Tech. On a keeper. Beautifully done by Mullens. Gets to the 10-yard line. Cuts it back at the 5 and pays
20.
Mullens has all day directing traffic and eventually throws it away. Play clock down to 3. A bullet of a pass into the end zone will be determined. An eternity on the clock for Southern Miss. A little smoke screen to Ito Smith.
Their balance offensively.
Richard open. Inside the 40.
In the halftime will be right now.
They might be going too fast. Mullens will throw that one away. Western Kentucky needs a stop. They'll only rush 3. And it's a pitch and catch. Casey Martin's over as the full-time tailback, as Richard slow to walk off the field. Slant pattern, and that ball's deflected down at the line with Mullens. Ito Smith to the 3rd down and 11. Mullens throws one over the middle, and in stride, he's got Casey Martin.
Snap, and when Mike Thomas gashes you in the first half, guess what it's going to do? It's going to draw your attention away. He's going to clear that route out and allow his buddy to come in and finish.
Technically a neutral field, but Southern Miss playing here at Fikes Field in Hilltopper country gets a 4th down stop. Now they want the reverse. It's a flea flicker, and looking downfield is Mullens. Hit as he throws to the sideline, coming back to make the play.
You'll see in the slot at the very bottom here, good discipline from Western Kentucky. There is nowhere, you see the safety, the corner, there is nowhere, even if there wasn't pressure for Mullens.
They rush only 3. Nick Mullens still under pressure. That ball deflected and intercepted. Picked up by T.J. McCollum.
And for Nick Holt, a 300-pounder right in the middle, who's been better against the run, but you can see eyes in the backfield the whole way. He's not getting any pressure. Looked like Mullens actually lost. The ball slipped out of his hand a little bit. And Ito Smith to gain some speed.
Now a keeper for Mullens. Smith draws so much.
Holding. Offense, number 88.
Once that jersey gets tugged, he doesn't have to do this. Nick is not a guy that's looking for extra yards. He's going to get down, but once you reach
1st and 9. Not a down and distance you see every day. Again, a keeper for Mullens. 143. Here's Mullens to throw. Now he's got more passing yards than rush yards. Mike Thomas does it again.
you're going to have to see those safeties commit and commit pre-snap, and you do that, and we call that a single high safety. There is massive amounts of room to pitch and catch.
Mullens over the middle, flag down.
Holding. Offense, number 75. Yard penalty.
That is a good takedown in wrestling. That is a two-pointer. Very solid.
Jalen Richard on the field with Ito Smith, 1-2 either side of Mullens. They split. Mullens checks it down right, caught by Richard. Makes one man miss, but lost the ball. It's on the deck, and it is picked up by Western Kentucky. Mullens, play action. He wants a bomb down the right sideline for DJ Thompson, and it's broken up.
After the play, unsportsmanlike. Offense, number 5.
Mullens instead will throw. Check that, he'll run. And slide. Mullens on a design rollout. Wide open. He's got DJ Thompson. That's a big third down.
No flinching from the quarterback to get to his second read.
Jump ball down the sideline. Thomas. It's picked off.
You're spot on. That's exactly right. You can just see, unfortunately for Southern Miss, Mike Thomas lose that ball. He just misjudges that deep ball.
Now Mullens needs NASCAR pace, and that's Southern Miss's comfort zone. It's a 5-man rush. Underneath on first down. Catch is made by Casey.
Do their very best to keep everything in front of them.
And down goes Mullens. Mullens under pressure again. It'll be fourth down. Sends a 3-man rush on fourth down. Incomplete.